and in this tutorial we are going to learn some basics in Python. So first we'll see how to create a list. You need to type here the list name. For example, I call this list x equal, and between two brackets I put these numbers. So you may add numbers, text, or mixed. But keep in mind, if you want to add a text, you should put it between a quotation or double quotation. And to execute any cell, you simply need to click on Shift Enter to execute it. So Shift Enter and wait a few seconds for this command to be executed. And this green check means that the command has been executed successfully. Otherwise, you will get an error. So type X to see what is X. Shift Enter, and this is X. So I've been created a list here in Python. And there are several useful functions that can be used with the list. So for example, if we type len x, we can get the number of items or values in that list. So type len between parentheses x, Shift Enter, and we got 6 because we have 6 values inside this list. And there is another useful function which is sort, to sort our values in ascending or descending order in the list. Type x dot, and you can see here there are several functions appeared, and you need to choose the one that you want. So for example, I need here sort. Click sort, and you need to type these two parentheses. That's how functions are written here in Python. Shift Enter and type x again, Shift Enter, and here we go. Now if you look at the list here, you can see the values have been sorted in ascending order. And you may add more values or items to your list. Simply, you need to type the name of the list here, x dot extend. This is the function that we need. And between parentheses and brackets, type the values that you want to add. So I added here 44 and 66. So let's now execute this one, but first I can type x to get the result at the same time. So Shift Enter, and here we go. We have the same list in addition to these two values. And there is another command to add one value. We type x dot and append to append one value. So no need to type brackets, only parentheses. And let's type, for example, this number. And below this number, let's type x again to see the new value. Shift Enter, and we got this value added to the list. So the values in the list are mutable. We can change any value we want. And keep in mind that indexes in Python start from 0. So the first value has index 0, the second value index 1, the third value index 3, and so on. So when we type x index 1, we mean here 4, because this value has index 1 equal 5. We simply want to replace 4 with 5. So we type x index number 1, which is this one, equal 5. Shift Enter, and here we go. Now if you look at the list, we have 5 instead of 4. And we can also extract any numbers we want from the list. For example, if I type x between brackets colon 4, I need here to get all the values till the value has index number 4. So index number 4 is not included. Shift Enter, and let's look at the values. We retrieved or extracted 2, 5, 6, 8. In other words, we retrieved the values till index number 4, which not included. So it's excluded. Index number 4 is 11. So we extracted 2, 5, 6, 8. Indexes from 0 to 3. And we can create a new list from these values. So instead of only extract these 4 values, we can add here y equal these values and type y to see what is y. So Shift Enter, And here we go. We created a new list with these 4 values. We can get the values after index number 4. And in this case, we need to type 4 first and colon. So shift enter. We got all the values starting with index number 4. So this is index number 4. In other words, this time number 4 is included, is not excluded like the first case. So we got 11 to 65. And we may also extract the value from the end. Instead of starting from the beginning, we can start from the end by typing minus. So I'm creating here a new list. I call this list R equal x between brackets minus 3 colon. So I need to get the last 3 values in the list. Shift enter. We got 44, 66 and 65. These are the 3 last values. So this is a quick introduction to lists in Python. I showed you how to create a list and use some useful functions with lists.